I'm Dr. Dan Graydon, and we are very happy to be here in Garissa to help children with cataracts. So far, we've scheduled more than 30 patients for surgery, and today is our first day of operating. We've had one successful case now, and we're getting ready to do more cases today. It's a very good setup here at the hospital. Everything is organized and very safe. All of the COVID precautions are in place, and we feel that we can operate very safely without spreading COVID and help these children to be able to see again.
Maybe one patient can be taken for how many hours?
So when we get everything organized and we have the smooth operation, we can do about one child per hour. So usually both eyes, if they have cataracts in both eyes. So we hope to do about 8 to 10 children per day.
We have seen adult surgery in Mathili or Yan many times. Why not children?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
I'm saying the surgery of adult people used to happen in a year maybe 4 times or 3 times. Why not children?
Children have cataracts only in unusual circumstances. Approximately 1 out of 10,000 children will have a cataract. So it's actually a rare condition. But in a population of a camp where it's maybe 250,000 people, you can certainly find some children with cataracts. They might be born with cataracts. They might get a cataract from an injury, like being hit with a stick in the eye. But a cataract is something that happens to people as they get older, and so a cataract in a child is something that's not very common, and the surgery is different. The surgery has to be done with some very special equipment, and that's why we brought them here to the hospital, because we can't do a child in the camp without the special equipment. And also the child will not cooperate for surgery. The child must sleep, and so we need the special anesthesia equipment in order to operate children in a hospital.
I know yesterday, you traveled all the way from America. How's you are feeling now? You, as a human being, and came to help you, vulnerable people, how's you feeling?
For me, I lived in Kenya for more than 10 years, and so this is almost like coming home to be here again. But also, I've still been making some trips back and forth, and so in my home area, the time is 11 hours different, and so this is now the time I would normally sleep. So I do feel a little bit tired, but within 1 or 2 days, I can recover and get enough rest and be able to work. So I was able to recover over the weekend, and now I'm fine.
Sorry for the loss of the hospital. So what's your message to maybe the new wishes, the donors, Somali community in North America? What is your message? What will you tell them?
I want to say congratulations and thank you to the Somali community in America for supporting this work, and for our donors, especially our donors in Syracuse, New York, and all around America and even Canada. Thank you for helping this program to be successful, and we hope to continue to help blind children.
One more thing, Dr. Sorry for that. What do you think is the challenge for safe surgical, children's surgical? That need to be bridged the gap?
There's many challenges to make the surgery safe in a child. Number one is to do proper anesthesia so that the child will wake up after the operation. So we must have good anesthesia doctors to do proper anesthesia and good equipment. And that's why it's difficult to do that in the camp. And then the other risks for a child are the surgery itself is more difficult because you're working in a small eye. The eye is not fully developed. The surgery itself is more difficult. So we have to bring a surgeon who's had a lot of experience in doing children. Like Dr. Orlando has had much experience in doing these operations in children, and he's a very good surgeon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
1,500 USD and 75,000 Kenyan.
So I would also like to mention the cost of the operation. The operation is very expensive in a child. To be done here in Kenya, it's about 75,000 Kenyan shillings for each eye. So that would be 150,000 shillings for both eyes to be operated in a child, which is about 1,500 US dollars. And that's why it requires donations. You can imagine how a family could pay for $1,500 US for their child to see. That's very difficult. And so that's why we really depend on donors for this program.